Hello, Miss Childs.
Good morning.
Yeah, sorry about kicking you out of class. I didn't recognize your last name last time, but you're here, so cool. Irving got back in touch with me. So I'm gonna, today is a review week, and I know you just got here. So, do you have a Google Class? I'm not Google Class. I'm sorry, Google account like Gmail, something to that nature.
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to log into that.
Mhm.
I thought Bank. Oh, Banky just showed up. Okay. Well, anyway, so I want you to log into your Gmail account. And then on top of that, let me show you side by side what you need. Okay. So I'm going to also give you this link to the classroom I use. All right. So let's do this. Come here. And are you in Edsby already?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to size your screens like I'm doing because I know you're new. And you're on a laptop, right? Or a computer, at least? I hope.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Because it's going to be hard to do this stuff on a phone. It's extremely hard. So you see how my screens are sized? Okay, so another student. That's okay. I gave them a few seconds to get in here. They got 3 more minutes. So with that said, I want you to make sure you're logged into your account. I'm doing my teacher account, but if you're going to use a Gmail account, I don't know how many Gmail accounts you have. Hello, Jacqueline. Welcome. I don't know how many Gmail accounts you have, but you definitely want to stay with the one that's consistent because you can use this as your digital notebook. And this is what
Mhm.
we use on Fridays to take our quizzes. Okay.
Mhm.
So establish a Google Doc. How much time do I got left? Okay. Everybody get your screen size. We're about to start our norms in 3 more minutes. That's the only grace period I can give you, everyone. All right. So this is what you should have so far, everybody. Your document set up. We're going to go through document title, header, on so on and so forth. One of the things I want to give you guys my Bitmoji classroom again because the final exam is going to be your best works put into a classroom. I already talked to Miss Brown about that. So if you have a Bitmoji established, you might want to hurry up and find it or log into it. Hey, Leah, and we're gonna. If you don't want to take the final exam, which is the quarter's almost through, you'll be able to create a classroom with all of your best works, and we're gonna do videos where you explain your best works. Okay, so that's the alternative to the exam. That's the best I can do for you guys with this time frame. All right, so put that here. Um, it is a link that you can click on. Don't worry about messing up the link or anything, because it's just a program link.
Aaliyah, you on your phone?
That's the other thing. Yeah, all these people with the pictures off or the cameras off, please turn them on.
Oh.
That is a policy of CPS.
I'm gonna turn it on and off because I'm on Google
I
Doc.
I understand that, Lee. I've seen you. I've seen you work. I'm just saying, every now and then I need to see you. Okay. Um, only person that's exempt from that is Miss Brown. She's a bulldog. Miss Childs, when you get a chance, fix your camera if you can. If not, I have Mr. Irvin contact you or reach out to you to get that. Okay, so I think we're out of time with the our logistics. Where's the norms at? Okay. Okay, so I think everybody can see this. We're gonna go through this. When I was in school, it's called round robin. That's where everybody gets a chance. So I'm gonna go down the list. Unfortunately, Google Meet is established in a way that it does alphabetical first names. So the first name in my list, and that's gonna change probably if another student pops in here, is Aaliyah Mims. Okay, so Aaliyah, can you read number one of the five basic norms?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you, Miss Mims. Miss Camacho, is your microphone working today or no? Oh, okay, we're going to have to work on that. So what I want you to do, Miss Camacho, is put number two in the chat room
Hey,
to
Mr.
make sure.
Tyler, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Banky, go ahead. Can you hear me?
I need can Jacqueline check her Edsby? I sent her a link. I need her to join that link real quick.
Okay. Jacqueline, did you hear him? Just type yes or no, dear. Respond to Mr. Banky. Let's see here. Miss Childs, can you read number? Thank you, Jacqueline. But Banky just asked you to check a link in Esby. Can you do that for me? Oh, she. Okay. Well, he left. But Miss Childs, can you read number two? I'm sorry, number three, because she did number two.
Um. We would never be have. We would never be have. I'm sorry.
Take your
We would
time.
never be have in a way. I can't see nothing because this is.
All right, hold on, real quick. Hey, Jacqueline Camacho, is she still here?
I think so. Yeah,
Hey, Jackie, can you hear me?
her mic is off.
Unmute yourself.
She can't. She doesn't know how to fix it.
Oh, hey, Jackie. Okay, I see you reply. Hey, can you go to your SB and check your email and please follow? Matter of fact, I'm gonna post the link right here in this chat. Can you please go to the link? I'm gonna post it for you. Hold on.
Okay, so that was number 3, Miss Childs. Can you try it again? Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
We will never behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, or our family.
Thank you, Miss Childs. Rush Camacho just said she got it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
who's next? Number 5 would be Lisa, the mighty Lisa.
It's number 4. The
Oh,
South
do 4 and
Academy of
5,
South
Lisa. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
South Academy of Southwest students always a lady or gentleman.
Okay, do 5, Lisa. I'm
We,
gonna come back to you, Rush. Give me a second.
oh, okay. We
Go ahead,
take
Lisa.
part in the South Academy of Southwest.
Thank you. All right. Rush left. I was about to ask him what he wanted. All right, so let's keep going, everybody. I'm gonna do one of them so we can get started because we got all these different things happening. The 5 academic norms. All right, so it's in our culture, it's 10 things, and I'm saying this for Miss Child's benefit because she's new to the system. I think I don't know if she's new or not, but number 1, Aaliyah, can you read number 1?
We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you. And Miss Child's number 2.
We respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you. That would be Lisa, number 3.
We are attentive and participate.
Okay, I'll read number 4. We have high expectations. I have high expectations of you guys, myself, our peers, our teachers. That is an important one in my list. And the next one is very important as well. Who read the last one? I think it was Lisa. Aaliyah, read number 5, please.
We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondaries and ever.
Okay, extra credit opportunity. Who can tell me what are the 3 post-secondary goals?
Military, trade, and college, I think.
Very good, very good. All right. So that is 25. I'm sorry, 15 points is 5 per that she got. Note. Okay, so let's go through today's assignment, shall we? Let me just check something. Jacqueline was here. Courtney's missing. That's who's missing. Aaliyah's here. And Ms. Childs is here. I'm gonna send this to the office. Okay, so let's get started, right? Get back to the screen where I can see you guys. Good.
Mr. Tyler, did you put grades in?
I
Yet?
put a lot of grades in actually, and I started.
Oh,
Go ahead. You grade what?
my grade didn't go up. It's still at the same grade.
Not exactly. Let me take a look real quick. I did do it over the weekend. I remember seeing your name. She said my grade didn't change. Yeah, it changed. Let's see here. Grade book. While I'm doing this, you guys could be establishing your document. Everybody knows what to do, right? I'm gonna talk about it in a minute for you, Miss Childs, but start typing in everybody else who's in here that knows what they should be typing. This is second period. And then Aaliyah. Mims. Aaliyah, you a lie? I mean, well, you're not talking correctly. Let me talk like I'm an educator.
It's still at a 68.
No, that's 2 classes you got with me, dear. That was lower. So 5th period, yeah, 5th period you improved too. And the reason that's still at 68 because you turned in 1 assignment, Aaliyah.
Oh, I thought I turned like 2 in. My bad.
You're getting your classes mixed up, I see.
Yeah.
So you've been doing good off of participation alone, but there's assignments since October 8th to now. Even the quiz grade, I haven't put that in for you guys yet. And I was going to tell you guys got until 11 p.m. for that quiz to be done. So it's 68 now, but it could go down. That's why I paused. So get that stuff in there. But in the other class, you've been improving too. You just got to start getting your classes mixed up, probably. All right. So let's get into the assignment because we got new students, right? So first thing you need is when you got the Google Doc open, you're gonna type "do now." This is a review week, so it shouldn't be that hard on you guys. And let me see real quick. Lisa, are you like finished or you started already? Because I kind of want to show a demonstration to the new student. Are you there?
I'm started.
Can
I
you like
didn't put
feedback?
my things in my.
Go ahead. You didn't put what in?
I didn't put my answers in yet because I'm looking for it, but I can share it if you want.
Yeah, I just want you. You don't have to have all that, Lisa. I'm just saying so she gets an idea while I'm typing it up on my screen. Um, it's best to see another students do it. That's why I'm glad you be in the class because you can show an example of how it's done. So, all right. So, Ms. Childs, do you see Lisa's screen yet? Let me stop presenting. So, Lisa's the only presentation that you should focus on. All right. So, you see what Lisa's doing there? Lisa, can you zoom in to 150? You come over to yeah, and it 150, so it's better. That's a lot better. So, Lisa usually gets a lot of extra credit. She puts the hello and good day and all the parts in there. But you need really only the 1S and the 2A problem. So S stands for synchronous, A stands for asynchronous. Now this is a CPS thing, right? So when they did this, they were treating you guys like college students, and I knew it and I saw it about a year ago when I was teaching. That means it's a homework problem. It means it's work you need to do to perfect understanding what you're being taught. So with that said, we're going to work on the 1S problem together. And all you have to do is just keep up and type up the notes I'm providing you to solve this problem. It's a physics problem. So you happen to go to the bathroom or you go and talk to your parent or I don't know. You get distracted for a moment. You don't come back and like, oh, I don't know what to do. You see, Lisa's gotten the hang of it. She knows automatically I'm about to ask her. She's waiting for me to provide answers. And she probably isn't because she took good notes. This is a review week. So either way, try to type your document up like Lisa is showing you now. Now, Lisa, you can stop sharing because I know you want to keep searching for your work and do your thing. And I'm going to represent. And basically, the things you need, and also if don't worry about if it's going too fast for you because these classes are recorded. So you can always go back and review it within Edsby. If you need the link, I'll send it to you guys. Depends on who needs it. Okay, so let me get started. Do now. All right, and then it's gonna be your name, like Lisa showed you. Type in mine, but it's your name. Today's date, which is man, where did October go? 26th of October 2020. All right. Next, you need, of course, your period. Like, what period are we in? So let's investigate that. So that would be. Let me hide this. Yes, it's second. I heard her. So period, second. I was asking rhetorically to see if somebody told me, but she said it. She actually answered. Students usually don't say nothing. So physics with algebra is how it should technically be written on your transcript. And this is this part right here is called the title. So how do you know what the title is? Well, I'll either tell you, or 9 times out of 10, you can find it in Edsby, right? You zoom in some more so you can see. And that title for today, that's why I said size your screen so you can see both, is right here. So you come to today's assignment. It's always dated for you guys so you know where to go. Monday, October 26th. This is in Edsby. So I see you rubbing your eyes, Miss Child, but I'm about to have you read something. Are you all right?
Yeah, I had glue in my eye.
Glue? Okay, all right. What's this? Oh, Aaliyah got the title in there for you guys too, by the way. Okay. Great job, Aaliyah. That is worth 15 points. You got it before. She got 15 instead of 10. She asked it before I was about to say it. She put it before I was about to say it. So, Miss Childs, can you read where I posted at 10:24 a.m. Hello, all the way down to seconds.
Hello and good day to all my future
Physicists.
physicists. Please remember that all
Synchronous.
synchronous problems need to be completed and ready to present. Hold on, let me
Present.
zoom in.
Mhm.
Present in class. Asynchronous
Asynchronous.
asynchronous problems have to be completed as homework and will be checked tomorrow in class as well. You push to 14.8 kilogram shopping cart with a force of 17.5 neutrons. What is the
Newtons.
newtons?
Hmm.
What is the acceleration at the cart? If the cart start from rest, how far does it move in 3.57 seconds?
Thank you, thank you. That was easy, wasn't it? That was an easy 20 points you got. So that's in-class participation. Now, what she just read is today's problem, and it's also part of what Lisa and Aaliyah put into our Google Doc. She put it in the chat so you guys can see it. So just copy what Aaliyah put first and put it into the Google Doc. At 10:17 a.m., Aaliyah put the title of your document, which should be "What's the Force?" I like that. I like this problem because it reminds me of Star Wars. So what's the force? Center that. And the classroom term, which is used in your exit slip, is in the brackets. So we're going to leave review there and review there. And we're going to split this up a little bit so you can see that the term is usually in brackets there. And our term is force. Now, force is described as newtons. So do not just put, well, force is Newton as a definition. You won't get the 25 points for that. You stop trying to finesse the work. It doesn't help you. The exit slip is worth 25 points towards previous. I gotta put this because students get it confused. Assignments, right? Next, what are the things you gotta do to get the points? Well, of course, the first one is the classroom term. And we told you that was, remember I told you that was force, right? In the brackets, every time you see the title, I usually put the word in there too, so you guys know automatically. And then the next one, of course, is the word of the day, and this is uniform throughout the school. So word of the day. I'll let students get away with WOTD, I guess. Looks a little ghetto, but type this out to get maximum points. Some people just like cutting corners. And that is fluctuate, if I remember right. There it goes.
I put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, Lisa. Let's see here. She sure did. Thank you, Lisa. She said, "You welcome." Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Jacqueline's back. Okay. Okay. All right. So everybody's teamworking in there. That's what we should have did last time. So today's a little different because I want you guys to do some teamwork, right? I'm going to talk through the problem in about 10 minutes. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to work it out. I want you to use your notes. All I want you to focus on, Miss Childs, is getting the questions in there. And any type of notes that pop up in the chat, you guys can ask me, is that the correct notes I need to continue the problem? Now I'm trying to see if Aaliyah, let's see some other veterans in the class. Actually, all three of them. Jacqueline's done some of this. Aaliyah's done some of this. Lisa's done some of this. They've seen it. Now, we're going to see how well you guys use the chat room to get it accomplished. Please use the chat room. I don't want you talking over each other. But use the chat. Okay, so what's next? We got to put our questions in here, right? So the first question we're doing is our in-class question. That's 1S, or synchronous. We're doing this together. Okay, so make sure the question's there, and that's the first question. All right, let me zoom in some more on this so you guys can see it better. Here we go, a lot bigger. So you have this much typed up with me in class. This has two parts. This question has a part A and it has a part B. So to do this, we need some notes. Who knows what the starting notes are for this problem? You put it in the chat if you think you know, or you guys just tell me, Mr. Tyler, what is it? Because I don't remember, you know. So let's see who remembers. Okay,
I don't know what else that was written up there.
You talking about the top?
Yeah.
Like here?
No, I got the exit slip. I just need the classroom term of the day.
Oh, so let me put it on the screen here. Maybe you can see it better this way. So I did put that into, I did have that into consideration. All right, so you got this Google link that I gave you? You got this? That's why I use this classroom so you guys can see well. No?
I think you put it in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna put it again so you can see it. And you're gonna go to the physics classroom. So I put it in the chat. There it is. If we go to the physics classroom, you click on me. If you see what I'm doing on the screen, well, you gotta first open that link up. You click on this guy that's got the White Sox shirt on. That's me, cartoon version. And next, what you want to do is choose your class. Yours is the SPS, which is the Society for Physics Students, the Honor Society, which I'm a part of. It's a lifetime thing. You click on that, and it'll take you straight to the class. She said, "I think I missed this day." Okay, all right, we're gonna go through it. Okay, because I want to have time for our simulations. So I guess I should go through it. But that's the term, right? Does everybody see it? It's on the screen there.
Yeah.
The classroom term of the day is force. Okay. So take a moment, get that set up. People said they can see it, but it's also in that slide deck I sent you guys. You got to learn to use that because it's going to help you out next week when we make our presentations. Okay. Just giving you a moment to copy that down or get it started. And we're going to get into the next set of notes because it's 10:31 and still want to do a snapshot of a simulation today. You're going to click on the apple in that slide deck for that simulation if you want to get it started. All right, so what do we need, right? Well, let's think about this. We need some old notes about what is force. So force is named after, force is measured in newtons, by the way. It's named after Sir Isaac Newton because he's one to determine what a force is, right? It's more discovered than invented. All right, so force, see some notes you have to put in the center of your document. Force is equivalent to the mass multiplied by the acceleration. That's the technical definition or mathematical representation of it, right? So center this. And what else do you need? Everybody's following and telling you what the notes were. So force is measured in newtons. Okay? It's equivalent to mass, which is measured in kilograms. Okay? This is multiplied by acceleration, which is measured in meters per second. And don't forget it's squared. So you can put a 2 there, highlight the 2, and we're going to raise it to a power because that's what we're trying to say, squared. Come over here. I'm going to turn that off. And then close parentheses. So that is how it's measured. Now, what about let's come over here. What about our next phase, right? We know a force is equal to mass times acceleration, newtons. What is the mathematical version? Because you want to be always writing force when we do our known and unknowns, right? So F is equal to M times A, in case you did not know, for acceleration. And it's written like that. The next thing we're going to type in is our known and unknown values. So what do we know versus what is the question asking us? That's the unknown. You always want to set that up in a physics problem. What do I know? What does the problem give me versus what is the problem asking me? That's what you want to be thinking about. All right, so we got that set up. Now we got to pick from the problem what we have. So remember what I told you about this problem. You have, my good Lord, what happened to the question? Oh, the question filled. I did the question in between the wrong place. So the question actually goes up here. Sorry about that, guys. Typed it in the wrong place. It was right after your exit slip. There we go. That looks better. I was like, what is my question at? What type of wizardry or magic was that? All right, so I can remove this. This is actually where your second question will go. All right, so now you should have this much, all right? And then in the center is your notes, so you don't get confused. Known and unknown is set to the right, and then we just type in the following. So first off, let's see what the problem gave us. That was, it says you push a 14.8 kilogram, right? Hint, hint, kilogram is what? We said mass. That's why you need these notes. So we're going to say mass, which is the little m in the equation above, is equal to, what do we say, 14.8? 14.8 kilograms. Okay. What's next? Well, let's go look at the problem and find that out. But the next thing is a force. That's why I like physics, because it says what it says and it means what it means. Force, right, which you can call F in the calculation above, is equal to, what did they say? 17.5 Sir Isaac Newtons. All right, so far so good. In this equation here, we're missing one value. And it looks like acceleration. So that's our unknown. Or you can look at the equation, the question, and it'll tell you you need to find meters squared. Okay. So far,
Karate.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, well, who's that? It's okay. So let's keep going. What's our strategy? How do we figure this out? Well, we're going to use what the class is called physics with algebra. So we're going to use a bit of physics, which we did. We set it up, the equation. Now it's the algebra part. So strategy is solve for the acceleration using algebra. And if you don't remember, acceleration is that little a in the unknown value, right? Doesn't mean part A, is just the a in our equation. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this and make sure it's clear, because some people are brand new. I want to make sure they understand. So that's what that means. To do that, we need to take our equation we defined from physics, and this is an equation that's well known. The wrong key, didn't I? Come back. Key on. Copy. We're going to use the equation here. Right? We just defined it earlier. Now we're going to use it. So what does that look like? Well, let's take the equation and put it onto the workbench. We have to use algebra to get that a there by itself. First things first, let's put some parentheses around this whole product. And since it's a multiplication process, what we want to do is we want to do the opposite of multiplication, and that's division. Okay, so we're going to divide by what we don't want next to our acceleration, which is mass. All right, so algebra works with one supreme rule: what you do to one side, you have to do to the other, or you made an illegal move. It's the only thing about algebra and math you have to remember, really. Everything else is just the operations. You add, you subtract. If you're multiplying, you divide. You do the opposite to manipulate the equation. Let me do this. Okay, so those two are in parentheses, and they're in red because those are changes that I'm making to the previous equation. So it can be divided by what we don't want next to that acceleration, and that's mass. But again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, everybody. For the rest of the year, what you do to one side, you gotta do to the other. So here's the changes to the other side. That's what is meant by that one side you do to the other thing. So that's that. And that's that. These are the new changes. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick moment because we're about to cancel some things out and we're gonna rewrite the equation, but I wanna make sure everybody's keeping up. This video will be available later though. So we get out of here at 11:10. It's 10:38. We're doing great on time. We have time for the simulations. Yay. All right, click on the apple in the last part. I'll show you where if you forgot. So this crosses out. Mass divided by mass is 1. All right. So let me see if anybody understands that, because I always ask that question. It's a fun question to ask students. They usually get it wrong. They're like me. So what is, let me see if I can catch Leah off guard. Leah, what is Leah divided by Leah equal to? Like Leah's over there cooking.
You said who?
What is Leah divided by Leah equal to?
Will it still be Aaliyah?
No.
Hold on, wait, what? I'm confused.
What is, let's see, let me catch somebody else off guard. This is for 20 points if you can get it right.
Is
What
it
is,
zero?
no. What is Miss Childs divided by Miss Childs equal to, Miss Childs? She didn't even turn on her mic. She don't even want to respond. Okay, let me go down the list. Jacqueline, what is Miss Camacho divided by Miss Camacho equal to? You should put it in the chat. Nobody? Oh man, I had to come to Lisa. Nobody's getting that answer right. That was easy. Take it down to 50 points.
Miss, she just
Lisa
said
put
0.
0 and a
She did
question
0.
mark. Oh, y'all killing me. Y'all making it seem like I don't teach y'all nothing. That's so
What
sad.
is it, Mr. Tyler?
Oh Lord, girl, I'm so disappointed in you. It
Wait, so
is.
it's 1 or 0? I don't know.
It's 1, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Damn.
how did y'all get that wrong? I ask that question every day. But it's cool because
I said
everybody
it was 1 or 0.
you put 0. Lisa, you put 0 in question mark.
Yeah, but I said it's 1 or 0.
Oh, I didn't hear you on that part. Okay. Yeah, it's 1. It's not 0. How you get 0, Lisa? All right, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I crossed out. I took some time to explain that again very slowly. This strikeout means mass divided by mass. It turns into 1. 1 times anything is itself. So you end up with acceleration is equal to the force divided by the mass. That's all I'm saying. Aaliyah, mute yourself. I don't want to hear you cooking eggs over there. Stop. She got grease popping and everything in my ear. All right, so look. Now we're at the point where we can put the numbers into our equation. Okay, so I'm come down. I just copied it. And where do we get these numbers from? Well, that's why we set up our known and unknown values. So our force was 17.5 newtons. So we're just going to take that from our known values we typed up a while ago, copy it. So you guys how to set up the document correctly. And we're going to put it there. Okay. What's next? The M stands for mass. Right? So that's 14.8 kilograms. Copy that. I'll put that here. No way to get lost if you're following along with me because these are just notes. Now, in that homework problem, you got to take what I showed you and apply it because it's the same problem. The numbers just change. So just keep that in mind. Don't panic. You do have to finish the homework problem to be completed, to get 100% complete on this assignment. You can't turn in the in-class work because I did all the work for you. You got to show some work that you did outside of class. So now, how does this convert down? So we're almost through, and then we come back to part B because all this is really part A. Parts to this. Doing good on time because we can still get to the simulation part. So this is part A. Remember, part A was what's the acceleration of the cart. Part B is if it starts from rest, how far is it going? 3.5 seconds, right? So this part B, I think I'm not going to go too far into because I think you guys might forget what the equation for motion is. I think it was xf is equal to xi. That was all last week or 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna like cross this out because I don't know why for some reason students don't like that question. So I'm gonna leave that question alone, and I'm probably gonna look at the second one too. She said, "Wait, what?" I didn't even hear the question. Oh, that's so sad. So what does this convert to? Don't worry about it, Jacqueline. You talking about the 1 divided by you talking about the question I was asking everybody earlier. Inside of a Newton, you have something called mass, right? Because that's what a Newton is, force. You have mass and acceleration inside of a Newton. So the mass is, of course, kilograms, how it's measured, times m divided by s, which is meters per second, which is a shorter way to write it. Phrase this because it's second squared to the power of 2. And then I'm going to turn this off and put parentheses around that because that's all one unit itself. There we go. Close that. And what's happening is this is one unit by itself. What's inside of newtons is that exactly. And the reason we have to do that because we had to cancel some things out to get meters per second squared by itself. What crosses out here? Well, kilograms divided by kilograms is 1. That's the question I was asking you guys about earlier. Right? That's the only reason why we do the algebra, to make things cancel out and get what we need. What about these kilograms? They go away too, right? So we can cross that out. All right, so now you see why I say the only thing should be left is acceleration in terms of meters per second squared. So we have a new equation now where these are gone. We cross them out, and this part is gone. You see the equation gets smaller and smaller and looking like it's supposed to look. Okay. And that's multiplied. And what's going to happen is I can take all of this out and put it at the end. We're going to do some calculations. Right. And it's not going to be We won't apply it anymore. Okay, so that's better. So that's what it's going to be measured in, meters per second squared. But we got to calculate the final answer for A. And then we're going to jump right into our simulations because the second part is going to be awesome. Headache. It's more algebra, but I want you to get this part at least. I'm glad I did a review because Lisa's like, I don't even remember that question. I'm like, okay. So we're going to calculate it using Google. You can use that. There's other tools I'll share later. We talked about Math Papa, Simulab. So how do we calculate this? If you go on Google and you make sure you type in what you want to calculate with the equal sign first, hit enter, it'll turn Google into a calculator. And the answer to this is 1.18. All right, that's the acceleration we just calculated. So it's, we're going to take all this. We're going to say it is 1.18. It'll be meters per second squared. Okay, so these are all the notes you need for that part. That is part A. That's all you're going to do. We're not going to worry about part B because we're coming towards the end of the quarter and we still got a lot of stuff to cover. So I think last week part B gave a lot of people a headache because they didn't remember the equation. Okay. Enough for you guys. All right. So the next part is the simulation. Does everybody have these notes at least? Or should I put it in the chat for you? Would that help?
Yeah.
No, Leah said that real fast. Yeah, because I saw you was over there cooking. So I was like, she probably can't type all this up. Still got to get it done, Leah. You got to type it up the same way. So you want to still watch the video in case you can't see. Okay, so that's meters per second squared. It's not coming up the way I want it to. But so far, those are all the steps. Now, in the chat, the problem is they don't cross things out correctly. As you can see, you got to format it the same way I did. The last answer is not showing, so let me pop that in here. This is all part A. You're only going to do part A. You guys can cross out part B. The next part is we got to put, even the meters per second squared looks wrong. So take a second and edit that, you all, the same way I edited it to get full credit. Don't just copy and paste it and throw it over. I can't give you too much credit for that. But you have to set up the same way because it has to be a report. And I'm also training you on how to do your second problem. So let me go to the second problem. Did y'all get the notes from earlier? Yeah, I put the notes in the chat too. So the notes, then the unknown and unknown, then even the known and unknown came in kind of wrong looking. So just edit it the same way, guys, okay? All right, so we talked about that to great detail. I want to direct your attention back to this Bitmoji classroom that we're going to all have to develop next week if you want to get out the final exam. So let's recap everything, right? Today's objective, I kind of showed it. I don't know if you paid attention to it. I would like, let's see here. Miss Childs, can you read today's objective in the gray box there? You see it? Or should you go to the link I gave you?
Students will be able to evaluate Newton's second law for a single force with respect to mass and acceleration.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so that's what we've been doing the whole time. Okay, so you want to look it up and know what was the purpose of today. Now I need you guys to hurry up, take a moment. We'll come back to these notes. Make sure you copy it over and you can edit it later, but make sure you come to this Google slide deck because now we're about to get into today's simulation. And then we're going to finish up. My goal is to get you guys out of here around 11:05 if we can do this quickly. Okay, so everybody should have this link in the chat. Let me put it back in case you didn't get it. And you should go to the Apple. Okay, now what do I mean by the Apple? Right? See that Apple and the little, it's like a cabinet or cubby hole thing where most elementary students will put their crayons and stuff. That thing. So click on the Apple and it should start a simulation. So I'll click on it. And it looks like this when it starts up. And you need to do this because you have to take a snapshot and put it into your document to complete that portion. You also got to go back and do problem number 2, which reminds me, did I put that 2 in there? Yeah, problem 2 is not in there. So let me grab the 2A. And 2A is your homework problem. So you guys got till 8 p.m. tonight to finish the homework problem and this problem. I gave you the notes for this problem, so that's a breeze, right? But the homework problem is here. That's 2A. That goes in your document, and you have to try it out with what you know from the notes I gave you and the steps. Just pay attention to what you're solving for. Yes?
I was gonna ask, do we still do part B, or you said just cross it out on all our screens?
Cross it out, right? So you're gonna
Okay.
cross that out, right? Like I did here. Okay, that means we're not doing it. Okay. Great,
Okay.
great question, Lisa. So did everybody start the simulation? No. You should have your screen set up like me right now here. Soon as we can get this done, soon I can get you guys to having a little bit earlier break. So I gotta call on each of you. Miss Childs, you have this screen up? She's holding her head. Aaliyah, you there? Leah's touching the screen with her fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa has hers. Jacqueline, what about you? Everybody got this simulation screen going? So the thing we're going to focus on is acceleration today, everybody. You're going to click on acceleration, right? And it's going to start this up. Now we're going to put a couple of masses on top of this crate. And of course, this wooden friend of ours, he's going to be the person making everything move. So I'm going to put a bucket of water up here. I'm going to grab this dude here, this black man, and I'm going to turn on all of these metrics so I can see what's happening. Make sure you do the same. All right, so you should have all those things turned on. You want to adjust it where you have little to no friction, which is ice. All right, and then next, you got to start applying some force. And that's newtons here, as you can see. So go ahead.
It say that this the link that you sent me, there was an error opening this file.
Did you? Okay, so what are you talking about? The simulation or the PowerPoint?
What we on right now?
So you talking about what I'm looking at?
Uh-huh.
Did you click on the Apple?
I can't get to the link. It won't let me.
That's what I'm talking about. You talking
tap
about the
the link.
classroom?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what is it saying?
It's saying that there was an error opening this file.
Okay. Are you in Safari, Aaliyah, or Google?
Safari.
That's the problem there. Okay. So I'll just put the link in the chat. If that helps you, let me know if you open that, because I don't want you having to switch browsers and all that. But keep in mind, moving forward, you got to use Google Chrome for most of these applications. This is a CPS thing, so that's nothing to do with me. They have all you guys on Google Classroom, and we don't have Google Classroom yet, but I think it's coming, and it's gonna have the same error message if you try Safari with a Google Classroom. It's gonna be like button heads. All right, so that's the link to the simulation itself. If you can't get it through the Google Classroom thing I gave you, but at any rate, you want to make sure you apply these masses to the crate. Crate is 50 kilograms. For some reason, this bucket of water is 100 kilograms. Might be frozen ice water or something. And then this guy here is 80 kilograms. Okay. So kilograms is a little different for pounds. It don't sound like much, but it's really a lot. What's next? We're going to drag this over. And you just drag it to see how far it goes and how much you need. You want to have the force exerted enough to the point where you start moving. Once you get it moving, you got to hurry up and make sure you apply that number here. All right. So you click this arrow, double arrow, for about 50 each click. Or you can click this for about 51, 52. So one's incremental, one's at about 50 each step. So right now he's at 53 newtons. And the only reason he's still moving is because if I turn off the friction, you'll notice he has what's called inertia working with him. That's Newton's first law. Not just plasma friction, you'll see him slow down. Your goal is to just give him enough to keep him in motion after he comes from the ice, so that you see how I'm applying force to overcompensate for the friction. Like the friction is still too strong, right? So now I'm at about 80, 90. Let me just hit some more on there, right? I'm going to bring it all the way up till he starts moving. So I want you to see the difference between ice and no ice. Now he's moving at a steady rate, and that's at 406 newtons. So this is a demonstration. I want you guys to try to get it moving without the bucket of water. And let me put him back. Now you see him moving faster, right? And he didn't fail and did a split, broke his leg or something. We'll put a refrigerator up there now. And I'll put this little girl up here. Okay? So now you see the frictional force or the sum of forces are the same because the friction of the floor is slowing everything down. Now we're going to apply, what was it, 406, I think. And you want to take a snapshot of this, okay? So I kind of told you what to do. I want you to take a screenshot and put that screenshot into your Google Doc. So let's come over here. And I took a screenshot already. It'll download for you if you did it right. Come here and we're going to insert the screenshot right here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You got to insert. I press copy paste. So to insert a document, what's wrong with me? You come to insert image, upload from computer, and it'll open up a menu. And basically, you want to click on what you downloaded, right? And that's what you do when you do a screenshot. So click on the screenshot, and et voila, as the French say, there you have it. So in essence, everything you need is this. You need your document title, your header, the title of your document, which is basically assignment name, exit slip. Don't forget to put the definitions after each of these. That's 25 extra points towards previous assignments. Problem 1S, right? You're not going to do part B. And then the notes, none unknown values, set up the same way I did. Not no copy paste stuff. And then lastly, your strategy, how you solved it. Immediately after you do all that, don't forget the simulation. You need a snapshot of this diagram. So I'm gonna put the diagram up here. It's 10:56. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to finish up. We're gonna do share out. So if you have something to share, you might be leaving a little early. You gotta have all these components. So 5 minutes, everybody.
Mr. Watson, can you go back to the problem, the first problem that we was working on,
Talking about this.
so I can see what I need to be editing?
Talking about this here, right?
Uh huh.
So what part are
And
we?
then the second part too,
So you talking about the known and unknown or the strategy?
the strategies.
Okay, so the strategy is only one strategy because we didn't do part B. We'll put that on one page so you can see it well. Okay, so that's the strategy. You tell me scroll down when you're ready, but it says part A strategy is, and she left. Well, how would she do that? She's gonna tell me to go down and then leave. So the clock is ticking. Welcome back, Leah. I was like, what happened to you?
My bad.
My bad. Okay. So part A is from here to here. And I put it in the chat too, Aaliyah, but you told me just how to edit it. So here's the edits, right? I think you can see it. I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit so you see everything. That better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna share out in 5 minutes. I want to see your screen. We're gonna share actually in 3 minutes. Okay, so 3 minutes. I'm expecting you to share your screen. You click on present in Google Meet. It's going to say which screen you want to share. Hit entire screen. Click share if you choose which screen you want me to see. And then it'll come up on the screen and I can see it. This is for in-class participation points. You have to have that to get out the class. So please, please, please be trying to finish up. Don't forget about your simulation screenshot. That needs to be included with your document. 3 minutes. It's snowing where, Lisa? Here in Chicago?
Yes.
Yes, sir. It is snowing.
It's snowing like what over by y'all? Cause it's not snowing. I'm on the east side, so I don't see it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see no
Yeah.
snow
Yeah,
either
it's
over
snowing.
here.
It's over there by you snowing, Lisa. Oh goodness, that means I can't go jogging. That's sad. Ah boy. Okay. Well, thanks for the update. That means it'll come this way, and I'm by the lake, so we.
Man, that wind gonna be pushing you, Mr. Tyler.
Yeah. That young hawk, as we say in Chicago. Okay, so about one more minute.
I'm not talking to you. Mr. Tyler, how do you screenshot?
Right here, Miss Childs. So you see this, you got the simulation going and stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if you come down here, let me just out the way. You see this FET logo
What Fed logo?
right here. You see what I'm pointing at?
Oh, yeah.
Click on that, and then you click on screenshot, and it should download. Once you do that, you got to insert the image in the Google Doc. So once you do that, it should download a picture, PNG file, I think, and you come to insert in Google Docs, image, upload from computer, and you just find what you downloaded.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, everybody, it is 30 more seconds for we do share outs. Should I give you 5 more minutes to finish up, or is anybody ready to share basically? No one says anything. I'm going to assume you need 5 more minutes.
Mr. Tyler, I don't see the when you just showed me to screenshot it, it's not on my computer.
You talking about for the FET?
Yeah.
Can you share your screen real quick? I could probably help you find it.
I don't know how to do that either.
Okay. That's the problem. There's a lot you don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out together. Go to, are you in your Google Meets right now?
Uh-huh.
So go to, what is it, the bottom right-hand corner. Let me stop this clock.
It say more options.
No, it says actually in the bottom right-hand corner of your Google Meet, it says present, right? Or present now.
Look now.
Yeah, we all learning this technology, sweetie. Yep. So did you click on it? That's it.
You said
Present now. You see it?
I'm getting confused.
Why are you getting confused?
Because it's saying you presented it.
I know, but I'm talking about in your settings by your microphone and all that. You come all the way to the right. It says present now, right?
All right.
Do you see it?
No.
Okay. It's going to be a learning thing. You try to figure out where that is, and I can try to help you get that. But did you screenshot it at least?
It won't let me. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I don't see the little thing that you told me to press on to screenshot it.
Yeah, I got to see what your screen looks like. That's the thing. I can't see your screen until you figure out how to show your screen. So try to turn that feature on because I can't see your screen unless you turn that. So it says present now. You click on that button. And she said, I think it's because you're presenting, Tyler. Okay, you might be right, Jacqueline. Let me turn my presentation off. All right, is it visible now or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably was. They changed it. Used to not be that way. They changed it on us. Is it letting you share now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I just learned that Google changed it on us again. Okay.
Can you see
There
it?
you go. I can see it now. Now, where's the simulation at, dear? You're not in the simulation. You're no, that's my Google Classroom. I'm talking about the simulation. So, okay. I was gonna show you where to go. She moving around. No, not that. No.
Ooh, you finna make me mad.
No, I was saying just slow down and listen for a second. You're moving too quick. All right, so go back to that Google slide where you saw me.
This.
Yes. Now click on. You're moving too fast now.
That's this movie. I ain't touched it.
Okay. So you see the apple? You got to move all that stuff on the side out the way. Yep, move that little block there. See the apple?
Yeah.
Click on that for me. There she go. That's all I was trying to get you to do. Now, you see my screen, right? She said, I don't see it. Yeah, I know. This is a learning curve. We're going to be all right. There she go. All right, click on acceleration. There you go. Awesome job. All right. Next, you're going to set it up the same way my screen is. I'm going to go back to presenting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You see that FET simulation in the corner?
Well.
You got to move that block out the way. Yep. See that FET? Click on that. And when you're done setting it up, it says screenshot, right?
Yeah. I knew that, but
It's okay. You good now.
thank
So
you.
get that completed. Did you get any of the document done, Miss Childs? Because it's 11:05, and I want to talk about GGI. Jacqueline,
Yeah, I
thanks so
did.
much for telling me that. You did?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So it's 11:05. We in class at 11:10. Everybody. All right. Make sure you have all those components. All right. Also in the chat, GGI. I don't know if you're sure, Miss Childs, but you need to copy that link down somewhere or click on it now. GGI starts at 11:15. So click on that link to get to GGI. And I try to be in GGI and SAT prep at the same time. So if I see you there, there's about 5 to 10 points you'll get extra credit just for participating in GGI. So make sure you're there. About life skills and announcement you might have missed this morning in Townhouse. Okay, so make sure you click on that link. Does anybody have any more questions for me? You got 4 minutes for classes over with. This is all due, everybody. The first problem we did in class, the synchronous problem and the asynchronous problem by 8 p.m. tonight. You have to download as a PDF and put it in. Well, I didn't tell her to do that, did I? So when you're done, it is snowing, guys. I'm seeing it come down my window. That's so sad. All right, so that is so sad. That hurt my feelings. That means I gotta get boots. So basically, to upload your assignment, Miss Childs, once you're done with everything in Google Docs, you can go to File. If you try to do it any other way, it's going to be an error. So go to File, Download, and PDF. Once you do that, you come into EDSB. I know you're new. It's going to take you a few chances to get it right, but I want you to at least try it. When you come into EDSB, you're going to go to your assignment. After you download as a PDF, you click on your assignment, and you're going to look for this icon that says Browse Your Computer. All right, you're going to click on that, and just like you did when you put the document in there, you're going to find that document you downloaded, which is your assignment. You complete it and submit it there, and I'll be able to grade it on time. If it's turned in before 8 p.m., it'll be green. If you turn it in afterwards, it'll be yellow. To turn things in late, you get 20% off. I mean, it's not worth 100%, it's worth 80%. All right, so I think I've explained everything. 3 more minutes of class. Be quiet and see if anybody got any questions. Otherwise, you're free to get ready for GGI and lunch. Is that a question or are you just growling? Oh, okay. Lisa, you should be like in y'all little bulldog
I
thing.
don't have no questions.
Okay, Aaliyah. Well, I'll see you later on today in your next period.
No, that's for Tuesdays and Thursdays. The bulldog thing.
No, I thought they pulled you guys early. Dang, Leah, when you gonna cook me some eggs? She got
Oh
smashed.
no, they only
No, you say they don't need you right now?
Fridays.
Okay.
Because it's my data talk.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, so it's 2 minutes. That's free to hang out or get ready for GGI, I guess. Don't forget that link. If I don't see you next period or whatever, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But have that stuff done before 8 tonight. Leah left. Jacqueline, did you have some questions or anything? Jacqueline left. Okay, never mind. Lisa left. Looks like Miss Childs is knocking it out. All right, don't share the document, Miss Childs. You gotta download it. Are you done with it though?
Yeah.
You gotta do that second problem, dear.
What second problem?
She said, "What second problem? Oh Lord." Let me go back to. Let me put the second problem in the chat. You just put it in the document and try to do it. Okay.
Okay.
It's the same as the other problem. It's just you gotta do some algebra on it. That's the second problem. So I see you got the document put in. I mean, the picture put in and everything, but you got that second problem right after all that you got to try on your own at home. You got to turn it in before 8. You got it?
Yeah, it was some more. It was some work, but I was talking to.
I
Um,
saw that you had a whole bunch of I don't know what to do. Don't do that no more.
yeah.
It was like 18 assignments, and it's the same message. Don't do that no more. If you look in there online, excuse a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't know because you've been gone. But you do have to work on the assignments all this week until the end. Okay.
Okay.
All right. 10:10. Get to that link. Once you get there, class is over.
Okay. Let me.
See you tomorrow.